Hello, Planet Earth. This is Marshall Curtis on July 25th, 2020 for segment 3. I've already done 1 and 2 already. This episode, I'm masking up, for I'm about to go grocery shopping. Okay, so I'm going to put these 2 on. These are just the cheap drugstore dust mask. These are not N95s. They are so not N95s. But putting 2 of them on. Now, this is to help seal. The problem is, it ruins the mask and you can't reuse them. But better that than be sorry. I was just at a store just yesterday to buy my tripod. And would you believe the salesperson there had a Civil War beard with a mask? And he says he's been there since March. Civil War beard, Marshall? What are you talking about? Look at photos of generals during the American Civil War. And soldiers in general. And you see them have about a foot-long beard hanging. That's the way it was with a lot of guys in the 19th century. So I call them Civil War beards. And soldiers on both sides wore them. I guess it was the style of the day. Well, that's in much part because razors weren't very good back then. It wasn't until World War I that they finally started coming out with better razors. And they started ramping up the shaving requirements. But I'm not going to get into that. Just Google that. You want to find out about. When the United States military started getting all ants in their pants about shaving. Maybe it had to do with the first pandemic in 1918 and 1920 to help seal masks for soldiers. That'd be interesting. But that didn't happen until 1918. Again, you have to look that up. I'm just masking up. Now, I don't know of anybody else that uses duct tape. But you see, I'll be 65 next month. And I'm in the yellow zone regarding what do they call it? Some kind of pre-existing conditions. I can't remember. My memory for words ain't what it used to be. Okay, now I put 2 dust masks on, duct taped them. Oh, let's do it righteous. You know, if there was such a thing as retroactive prayer, as in time does not really exist, that gets into a whole other video in itself. I invite you all to pray that or don't go to the grocery store in the first place. You see, grocery stores have a thing in which for senior citizens, they let them in first hour in the morning because it's going to be, if I'm smart, if I must go in there at all, I really just want to show the reality of grocery shopping in 2020. And all I have to do is just go in there. I don't really have to buy anything. Just to show the social distance markers, the cashiers wearing masks and face shields, and the customers as well. or else they won't get let in the store in the first place. Because the last time I was in a grocery store just a little while back, there was a lady going the wrong way. Oh yeah, well, you'll see when I go in there. They have aisles marked one way. Well, this lady was coming the wrong way, and she coughed when she went by me. I held my breath, and it was only there a few minutes, or not very long anyway. But I think, well, I keep my own little contact tracing log, and I forget exactly how long ago that was, maybe about a week or two ago. But you're supposed to, well, I never got any symptoms, so. Oh, Mr. Curtis, why are you going through all that claptrap? I don't want to be on a ventilator. Enough said. Then why are you going to the grocery store if you don't want to be on a ventilator? Because my ego tells me to. And why do you listen to your ego? Because I'm stupid. Well, July 25th, that's today, 2020. They won't have... They did this the first time on July 24th, 2010. And today is the sequel to A Day in the Life. And I think they said that they'll do it again in 2030. That's assuming that Trump doesn't start World War III before then. It doesn't have to look that great. It just has to seal it. Stick it up! Your money on your wife! Flip over your wallet or you didn't eat! This thing look better. The COVID cooties can seep underneath there. Mr. Curtis, maybe you'll keep the COVID cooties out, but you'll also keep the air out. If you can't breathe very well, you're going to be compromising your oxygen. Well, I hear evidence to the opposite. So why don't I dress myself up in a burqa or in a sheepskin when I'm at it? I'm a frustrated comedian. Now, the problem with masking up and doing these videos is I'm going to have to enunciate my words much clearer than I would have to if I were not masked up. So, anyway, it's time to go grocery shopping, 2020 style. Thanks for watching.